arrived by car in Bejaia, I was very excited because I am now in the town where my grandmother was born. And I had this piece of paper with me with 6 photos on it, and one of them was the picture of the house that she was born in. And so Ken drove down towards the Adriatic Sea, towards the docks, and as we were coming around the corner of this main road, there were 3 or 4 men talking on the corner. So I said to Ken, stop the car and we'll ask and see if somebody may know where this place is. So I got out of the car and I said, scusi signore, questo è un photo, and I said, this is the photo of where my grandmother was born. Does anybody recognize this place? And one man says, oh, you have to go, he pointed out of town, you have to go way around the corner, out to the hills, and I think it's out there. And the other man says, no, I think it might be down that way. And the third man said, stupido, it's right here. I said, what do you mean it's right here? He says, see those archways? It's right there, through the archways. But I looked and I said, there's 20 archways. Which archway is it? He goes, come on, andiamo. So he says to Ken, you follow me in the car. So I walk with him a few, about, I don't know, a few hundred feet down the street. He goes into one of the archways. We walk up about 20 feet, and he says, turn around. I turned around, and there is the house of my grandmother. It's still painted exactly the same color. I could have taken the same picture today that I had from, I don't know, 50, 75 years ago. It blew my mind. I was like, oh my goodness, that was incredible. Then I got so excited, the man walked up the street and he says, and these are all the walkways to the town. And I started running up and down all the worn cobblestone streets, and there were beautiful paintings on the walls of the houses with paintings of the Blessed Mother with flowers put in front of them, little shrines on all the little buildings. And I thought, my grandmother walked these steps, and they were so worn. And that led to the Church of St. Nicholas, where the bones of St. Nicholas are actually buried. And I saw the baptismal font in the church, and I said, this is probably where my grandmother was baptized as an infant. So it was very emotional for me and very beautiful. And when we went up the street, it's kind of an unusual way that this house sits. I was actually looking at the cellar and the first floor of the building, but around the corner there was a little ramp that went up to the main street in front of the house, and that is the main floor of her home, and it overlooked the Adriatic Sea. It's a beautiful mansion. The mansion next door was owned by a doctor, and on the other side was another, what they call mansion. So these were big, beautiful homes, and it's amazing that she left Italy and came to live on Shrewsbury Street in Worcester from that place.